Hi, hello everyone. How's it? How's it going? Thank you everybody that's joining with us today. I don't know where are we gonna be interacting. I guess on the community channel to review your questions. So the idea for today was share a bit about what's going on with Brickken Tokenomics. We've been live on exchanges and market for the past almost 2.5 months. We're gonna turn the third month, the 26th of this month, and how's the performance has been, and how do we think is gonna be evolving on the near future and on the on the long-term future. So for that, I'm going to be later on introducing some development and tools that we've been discussing with the team that we've been developing with our partners at Senate Finance. We just announced them being available on our partners marketplace. So whoever has doubts or will like to put together a project and would like to get their know-how, I think we're gonna be setting up an MIA with them uh, on the upcoming 2 weeks, I guess, around that time, at the beginning of November. The idea is for you to get to know who else is working with us on developing this whole ecosystem, and and give them credit for the tool that I'm going to be sharing with you on a glance later on this MIA, and then we're gonna jump into deeper explanation on how our tokenomics work. The whole objectives for this, and I think we're gonna try to set up uh, a frequency of these meets is to be able to for the community to understand how the creation of value of the protocol is generated, and how everyone is getting benefit or is participating on this creation of value. Obviously, all this is ecosystem driven, so it's important for you to understand and keep on your mind that everyone depends and needs from everyone. We need from you guys as community, and you guys need from us and from every tokenizer that launches everywhere or all the time into our dApp. So starting from that, then I will the structure of what I wanted to explain today has been kind of driven by the community and the doubts that have come into where's the value being created, and how is the people or the community being benefit from the growth of the company, or the growth of the ecosystem, uh, and that's gonna start being tangible on we hope for this quarter to be the takeoff for this. We've been working since we launched the tool for onboarding and development the tokenization for the clients that have reached us so far. Some of them already launched, some of them are ready to launch on the upcoming weeks and days and weeks. Um, so it's getting interesting. There's a lot of institutional interest. I'm sure Edwin has shared with you that part and those updates on previous MIAs. So I'm gonna jump straight up into let's say questions and how the tokenomic consider everything. So the first thing is how the money flow is on the or how the value creation is distributed on the protocol. So I'm gonna go over some specific concepts like the tokenization fee, which is something that every client pays, and they address directly or that's direct demand into the token. It's set up on stable values, so we don't have to we don't become cheaper or more expensive within the evolution of the ecosystem. That's the main reason of that. And then the other reason is the relationship of value created from the tokenization fee and the success fee, what we call the success fee, which is the second value creation or value, uh, um, uh, yeah, I wouldn't say value creation, but value distribution that we do within the ecosystem. So basically, each time that someone wants to launch a tokenization, they have to pay that. They'll be able to do private offerings within their tokenization and use the platform for that, but they won't do any public offerings. For them to do publics or for them to open up a web page that runs the project and be able to use the rest of the services that are set up on the platform, they will need to pay what we call a success fee. The success fee comes from a percentage of what the project is raising on each of the offerings that he does. So that relationship or that amount of value is going to be backing up the initial amount of money that was put into the vault of BKNs for the tokenization. So as of now, all the tokenization or the value created for the tokenization fee has been handled by us. The main reason for that is that, as you see, we're still on the token side and the liquidity side was still uh, um, an upcoming project. So the deepness of our market is not that big. That meaning that uh, whatever purchase or sell that is done into the market is relatively important to the price action. What we want to do and how do we stabilize that and grow is by supporting liquidity into the market. And that's what we're going to do with the relationship of value created from that the first 12 millions of BKNs that are used for tokenizations on the protocol. So if we average that on 0.12 or 0.13, which is the average price that we expect to be reaching soon, what we want is or what we're looking at is the first 4 to 500 organizations. uh, all those BKNs are going to be touching the relationship of value. That's what to bring deepness into the market. Obviously that's on the protocol side. If we grow and more people get interested into supporting the liquidity of the market and the transactions happening into BKN, but that's added value for the deepness of the market. But we do have to understand that we're not a DeFi protocol, so not everything is based on uh, um, commissions out of specific wallets. So taking that into consideration, I want to move forward on the concepts of value creation, value distribution. The second concept, which hasn't been incorporated into our technology yet, but is really soon coming, is the incentive within the economy, within the token holders. So basically, each one of the holders is going to have a specific incentive when they try to when they want to participate in any of the tokenizations that we launch on the protocol. Um, the idea for that is obviously to reward you community and early adopters of the protocol. So that's on one side, and then the other benefit of that is for us to start allocating some of those gains into the issuers or the tokenizers of the protocol. There are other concepts that we're conceptualizing and developing into that part for them to grow into the ecosystem and to develop a bit more of a skin in the game from the usage of the protocol. But that's hasn't been set up yet. The one we're working now is that a specific discount or cashback that users of BKNs are gonna get from investing on whatever project that joins or uses the protocol for tokenizing. And then obviously we have the marketplace that it's already put in place is setting up transactions for our tokenizers on uh, and growing on a daily basis. We keep incorporating professionals into that marketplace. That's great because those are people that are embracing our methodology and our technology for on their jurisdiction for the tokenization process. So I think that's a valuable community that is growing and joining the ecosystem every day. Um, all their tokenomics and all the interaction that's going to be happening within those players or all that ecosystem, either the ones that hire professionals or the professionals that get hired, it's going to be handled through the token. So I want you to understand that we still developing more and more utilities for the token that are going to be incorporated into the tech that we're validating day to day. So I know there's a lot of uncertainty and questions within the community. So yeah, that the whole idea for me explaining this is for you to understand and to feel more secure about what's coming for Bricken and how we're gonna address everything. Um, they already posted the video chat participation. Join. I'm gonna join. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I just wanted to know if so far. Okay, I just left. Um, Let me know if there's any questions through the chat of the community so I can go over them. If there's no other things, Felix, if you can help me out, I would like to share with the rest of the community some news that we're going to be launching soon for the community to play around and to understand how the value creation is done. So this is what I was talking to you about that we've been working on. So we wanted to share with the community a specific tool that allowed them to understand how the creation of value is created or is distributed within the ecosystem. So let me present to you the Senate Finance Bricken simulation model or tool. What this tool allows is to forecast how the behavior within all the variables that we have set up of the price and of the growth of the ecosystem is going to look like within the next well, this one specific is for the next 24 months. So as you can see here, uh, uh, where we have as of the first 15 to 20 month of release, we're expecting in the long run to stay in the value creation, to stay in the zone, or that's what the model is aiming for, to stay in the zone of value between the listing price and what we are right now. This is what we consider a comfortable zone for all the community. There is people that has joined it a long time ago, so it's normal for them to jump in and out of the project while the project keeps going forward and moving forward to build. So this is the KPI snapshot. So this is a specific tool that will allow you to see how the everything is performing on that specific month. So basically, if we look into the general picture, as I mentioned at the beginning, we can see ourselves on the 3 month range. And if you look at the 3 month range here, I think we will be behaving around the prices that we are right now. So either between the 0.8 and the 0.9 range of price. So the modeling has worked uh, 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 pretty good, I will say. So all this tool is going to be released too soon. We're going to have a full MIA with the guys that created this with us you're gonna get to know them and ask them questions. So please be be pay attention to our channels and join this discussion because it's gonna be really interesting. Here we have, all the KPIs that are needed for any project. So you have circulating price, token price, fully diluted value, annual inflation rate, and the changes, then distribution and circulating. So what is holders, what is market making, what is treasury, what's the company, and how that evolves within time, and how, uh, every time every time the community keeps growing, or the holders keep growing, uh, uh, in the distribution of this. You can, see the buying and the selling pressures. These buying and selling pressures are put together by the incentives or the parameters that the model follows. So this is what we're gonna be managing on the success fee for the upcoming months. So basically, we're as I mentioned before, the first 3 months was a takeover, or was the starting point for us to to really get those projects to deploy and to understand the tech. We did knew that this was gonna be the way that uh, the tokenizers were going to be jumping in into the tool. But then this is gonna, and it's how it's actually happening. This is gonna keep evolving on the total amount of value creation and value raise that we're gonna be bringing onto the community. That's gonna translate directly to deepness in the market, and we hope to be um, um, price rise. Obviously, we're gonna have dumpers and people that's gonna, take profits out or whatever. It's good if we cannot control. We have to live with everyone decision. So this is a bit of the token dynamic and how this is gonna be, touching the market and and growing. Um, with the different vesting and the different persons that participate on the vesting, and how is that jumping in into circulation. What else we have? We have the buying and selling pressure. So this what shows is um, how much of the tokenization fee adds to the buying. Buying is what's up here, and then what's down here is the selling, and then the black line in the middle is the general sum of that. So basically, on the first month of the token, first 6 months, the general overview, or the output of the market behavior, we're expecting it to be selling pressure, even though we have not deep enough market, or not we're still a small project into numbers and ecosystem, and we're working on the growth of that. We haven't seen a really dramatic decrease on the price, taking into consideration that uh, we have done some previous round at lower than what the price that we have right now. So I think that proves that our community is very committed on the long term, and that's why we developed this type of tool for you to understand, and for you to be able to not just believe in the long term because you have to believe. Well, we understand this is an education journey, and we want our community to be formed by people that understand how the value creation and value distribution dynamic work. So that's why we're releasing these tools for you to be able to understand and be able to be a multiplier of this message, because I think what we all trying to prove and develop here is the ability for everyone to jump into the private market of investing in real companies, and 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 not fall into the building of an idea general overview of the crypto world. I would say Bricken, or what we're aiming here is to put into the market um, what the technologies is it's supposed to bring, or that's what we would develop all this methodology, and we keep bringing professional people that adds value, like these guys that put together this tool. Um, this is up per month. So this is USDT and this is token. You can see, the differences in between the value because it takes into consideration the price. And this is just units of value, units of BKNs. So we have these big peaks here. That those big peaks represent the because it comes from holders, so it represents all the vesting times, all the vault releases, and the vesting ending times. So those are going to be really important moments for the community to support and to be uh, um, uh, holding into the token for the benefit of everyone. We hope to be reaching these points with a lot more value creation and and tokenizations done in the protocol. That's the main guarantee that everything's going to be performing the way we want to. And then you have the token supply that obviously is going to be, keep augmentating and keep growing within time. And then at the end, we have the token distribution within who has it and who doesn't. This is company earnings, so this is the part of the tool that represents what's made on the different revenue streams that we have set up for uh, the protocol. As you may read on the tokenomics, we have the exchanges, we have the on ramp and off ramp, and we have the total. We have the commissions of the open marketplace and the SaaS fees that are gonna be coming up later on, like I mentioned. And then all the treasury earnings and how are we gonna be managing our treasury. That's mainly represented by our war chest and on the token side, and then the all the commissions that are going to be bringing for the different revenue streams that we're going to be sharing. So we're going to go into deeper explanation of this tool in the variable on the next tokenomics MIA that we're setting it up for the November 2nd. That's where we're going to release this whole tool for the community to play with. So it's important for you to watch this video and to stay tuned on the community for you to be able to have access to this and keep learning about how we create value on the ecosystem. So it's only, I don't know, 6 minutes or about left. So I'd like to know if there are any questions from the community. I don't see much action on the channel, but I definitely think that a lot of people is gonna look at this video afterwards to see what they missed. So if you want to hit me up with any questions, I'll be happy to answer anything. I have picked up some questions uh, from previous comments in the tokenomics side of the community. So one of them will Bricken buy the amount of token directly from the market to get burning. So people have questions that when a project comes and pay the 5K within BKNs, those where's that coming from? So right now that we don't have the deepness of the market, that 5Ks will dilute into the speculation of people trying to dump the token. So what we're doing now is we're gradually we're keeping or we're receiving that money at the beginning, and we're gradually buying the token for us to be able for the value to stay there. That's a practice that we think benefit all of us in the long term. So that's what we're doing it. And then at the same time, there are some tokens that have been left over from what we configure as the initial distribution, meaning tokens that didn't get sold that are still in treasury. So on the burning side, I think that will be the highest amount of tokens that will be getting burned afterwards. But what we're doing now, we're injecting all that liquidity into the market to grow into the deeper of the market, and then that's where the money from it, and then the BKNs that we get out of those buy-ins are going to be set up into later on when we start doing the whole process on a decentralized way. Is going to be set up into smart contract to share with whoever wants to audit, and a percentage of the success fee that is made on the raise of the tokenization is going to be, as I mentioned, put as a backup value into that contract. The reason why it can be 100% is the fact that whoever knows when is that liquidity going to hit the market and what's the relationship of value or the price rate at what that liquidity is going to hit the market, then it's going to create some specific dumps and pumps and dumps on the token, and we do believe that that doesn't benefit the community. So as we have done with the at the beginning, as we have done in the behavior of the 5,000 euros, $5,000 initial tokenization fee, we're gonna keep doing it on the release of the liquidity valve to prevent some arbitrage or some people taking advantage of others. All this is done on behalf of the community and trying to keep everyone on the long term, and understanding that yeah, that has always been the idea of all the decision making that we've been doing so far, and that's what got us this far. So another question that we have is, would this form of support pool or the liquidity pool? And if so, what if the pool is empty? So the pool is empty at the beginning of the release of the protocol, which is now. That's why I mentioned at the beginning that the first 3 to 6 months is going to be of value creation and value distribution, because we're starting to prove an idea and build up concepts that are going to allow us on the later run to be utilized on the benefit of the whole community. So at the beginning is the only moment that this liquidity is going to be empty. On the future, we're going to be working with you on all the changes that the value distributed will be doing. So yeah, keep that in mind, and we're just starting with this. Another question: Will when will the client pay the 3%? Is the part of is this on start of a tokenization or when they finish a certain client? The 3% is the success fee that I mentioned. It's it's not paid by the client because it's not an option. This is something that's the smart contract automatically withdraw from any public offering that whoever does. So um, this is all the questions I gather from the community. How will the percentage get burned? So on the burning side, as I mentioned, the biggest amount that is going to be handled through there is the the amount of token that were left out from public sale. And the reason why we haven't actually done it is because, as you know, we keep getting offer of institutionals to jump in into this. So we want to save those tokens and not burn it for those participants to jump in later on. That will create a lot more deepness into whatever we're trying to pay. One of the of that is some things coming on Aave protocol and on Solana protocol that we're working on. So, and we will let you know later on. So yeah, I think this covers all the questions that I've gathered so far. It's a shame that I don't I don't there's no one else joining the NAS game. But yeah, see you on a couple of weeks where we will be publishing the tool for you to use it and move forward on this. So thank you all for listening and hope you have a great day.